Welcome back to Ozarks Fox AM. We are so excited to get to talk to our friend, registered nurse Linda Ciampa, who is here to help us be and stay healthy with some new trends that she's seeing in the health industry. Linda, good morning. It is so great to see you.
Good morning, Jeremy. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, it is our pleasure. So, you know, when I think of trends, sometimes I don't think about necessarily healthy lifestyle trends. You know, you think of design trends, clothing trends, but you being a registered nurse, you're seeing a lot of great things trending that's great for our health because everybody's thinking about health these days.
Absolutely. And right now, you know, heart health is in the spotlight, Jeremy. It's February, it's Heart Health Month. There's a lot of things we can do to take care of our hearts and also to reduce our risk for heart disease. And one really easy thing you can do to help reduce your cholesterol is to eat more soluble fiber. And oats are a great source of soluble fiber. They're rich in soluble fiber. And if you haven't tried Bob's Red Mill Oats, you really do need to try them, Jeremy. I love them. They're delicious. I really like the extra thick rolled oats and the steel cut oats, but there's so many varieties. You can get the Scottish oats, the instant oats, and most of these have gluten-free and organic versions as well. But if oatmeal isn't your thing, a bowl of oatmeal isn't your thing, you can also bake oats into side dishes and entrees. You can use them as a substitute for breadcrumbs. You even bake them into desserts. I don't know if you can see, I have brownies made with oats. They don't have flour in them, and they are delicious and they're gluten-free.
That's amazing. And don't you make granola with oats? Could you do that, make a granola?
Yeah, I do that too. And that's another thing everyone in the house will eat. You can do homemade granola, throw in, you know, your favorite nuts and, you know, some dried fruits and a little bit of like coconut oil and a little bit of maple syrup or whatever you want and bake it in the oven. And that's delicious, a good way to use oats as well.
Linda, I really wish you were here with me in studio because I really want to eat that brownie right now. Like, that looks so good.
I know. I'll send you some.
Thank you. What other trends are you seeing?
You know, gut health is really important right now. I don't think you can go a day without hearing somebody talk about their gut health. And it's good because most of our immunity is actually in our gut. So you want to keep your gut healthy in this pandemic. So a few things you can do to kick up your gut health. You can eat fermented and fiber-rich foods. You can talk to your doctor about getting a probiotic and a prebiotic into your diet if that's right for you. Sleep and stress reduction helps your gut as well, Jeremy. And you know, one other thing, thinking about the pandemic, one other thing that's really come into focus, I think, working in the hospital that we've seen, people have put off their routine medical care. So it's time to get back on track. If you haven't had your annual appointment, you want to call your doctor and set up that appointment. Don't be afraid to talk to your doctor about anything that might be bothering you, or maybe it's a little embarrassing. You know, 50% of women over the age of 50 actually experience bladder leaks. So it's more common than you might think. But the good news is that there's a company called Because Market. They're making things a little bit easier with all this, with their highly absorbent underwear that feel like real fabric underwear. They're super soft and they absorb almost 40% more than the leading brand. And the pads and the underwear, they can be sent discreetly and conveniently to your door. So personal matters stay personal. And if you go to their website right now, it's called becausemarket.com/try it. They'll actually send you a free starter pack.
Wow, you know, I was just thinking, they've really come a long way because, like you said, you don't want to be embarrassed to talk to your doctor. And, you know, bladder control issues are somewhat embarrassing. And I think they've made these a lot slimmer, and it's not so embarrassing to talk about, and people don't have to know. It looks like a really great product.
Yeah. And, you know, they help you get on with your life. And that's the point. We want to be able to live our lives. So that's what's so wonderful about these. And if you talk to your doctor, in a lot of cases with incontinence, there are exercises, there's medications, even surgery in some cases that can help with that. You know, of course, if you have an elderly person, then the pads are going to be the solution. But for younger people that might be experiencing in your 50s or your 60s, even your 70s, if you're experiencing, there are solutions out there.
That's great. Do you see what are future trends? Do you have any future trends that we should be looking forward to?
You know, off the top of my head, I have to say mental health is huge. I don't know. Nobody has really escaped this pandemic unscathed
Right.
as far as mental health goes. I think we're stressed, we're anxious, especially our kids. And so we want to take time to listen to them. We work in news, but I think you have to turn the news off sometimes and not listen to so much bad news because it's really stressful. Make connections in your community, try to do some stress reduction, talk to each other, be patient. Be kind. If you find that your child is really struggling, reach out to their pediatrician because there's resources out there. And if you're struggling yourself with anxiety or depression, reach out to your healthcare practitioner because there's resources out there. You don't have to go this alone. And things are getting better, Jeremy. I really do believe that. We're almost there. We just have to hang on a while longer.
I agree with you, and I love that you're bringing it to the forefront because, like you said, you don't have to be embarrassed about these issues anymore. We need to talk about it, bring it to the forefront, whether it's incontinence or mental health, because that is on the forefront of everybody right now because it's been such a trying 2 years. Anything you can do to stay healthy is important. And I'm curious, too, I love these products. I love what you talked about. If people want more information on what you've talked about today, is there a place they can go? Is it a website or
Yeah, sure. So for the oats, they have a great website. Go to bobsredmill.com. They have great recipe ideas there as well. And for these wonderful underwear, like I said, if you go to becausemarket.com/try it, they'll actually send you a free starter kit.
That is so great. Linda, you are a well of knowledge, and I appreciate everything you've told us today because I think you brought it to the forefront, and people should be ready to talk about their health, whether it be mental health or physical health. And I'm so excited to try some of those oats. I'm going to order some today, I think. That looks amazing. Linda, thank you so much for your time. Have a great day in Boston, Massachusetts. You're welcome back on the show anytime.
Thank you, Jeremy. So nice to talk to you. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Stay well.
Yes, you too. And stay warm there in Boston. All right. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're checking back with Kelly at the Shrine Circus. You never know what she's going to get herself into. I've heard she might be juggling, guys. We'll be back.